Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I have a long overdue video of all of the pans that I've hit in the last quarter of 2022. I totally forgot to film this. I have listed all of my eyeshadows that I've hit pan in, and I've done videos for the first, second and third quarter. So this is the video of the last quarter of the year. I'm gonna show you all the pans that I've hit in this quarter, in this last quarter, because we're already in February. I don't even know how. So yeah, if you want to see in what palettes, if you want to see the eyeshadows that I've hit pan in, then please keep on watching. So I have them here in order of when I hit my pans and if I've hit them through projects or just on my own. The first one is the Colourpop Aura and Out palette, and I hit pan in the shade Soul Sister, which is right here in the corner. You can see it's kind of a weird place to hit pan, but there is pan. And this was in my Pan Nose eyeshadows. Then I have a few Glam Shop singles I just put all in this palette. We have Nut Cake, Sweet Lemon and Colored Smoke all in a row here. So Nut Cake, Sweet Lemon and Colored Smoke. Now Sweet Lemon, the orange one, was in my deck of panning. Colored Smoke was in Project Beauty Chest. And Nut Cake was also in Project Beauty Chest. Then I hit a pan in my Colourpop The Child palette, and I hit a pan in the shade Sipping Soup, which is this one, and that was also in my Pan Those eyeshadows. Then I have a shade from my ABH Norvina palette. I hit pan in the shade Volatile, which is also in my Pan Those eyeshadows. I kept calling it Violate for some reason. But there's a pan in that. Then I have a pan in my Beauty by Nikki Tutorials palette, and I hit a pan in the shade Fla, which is the yellow one, and this was in my Pan Those eyeshadows. Then I hit pan in my Zoeva Dark Cocoa Blend. I call it the dark because I have the white, the caramel, and then I call this one the dark, but this is the Cocoa Blend. And I hit pan in the shade Bitter Start, which is right here. And I was just working on this on my own. I've been trying to hit pan in a lot of eyeshadow setting shades, if you will, so simple beige eyeshadows. And this was one of them, so I hit pan in that. Then my Colourpop Aha Honey palette. I have I have a pan in the shade Queen Bee, this one right here, and this was also in my Pan Those eyeshadows. The last round of my Pan Those eyeshadows was very successful, I believe, because the next one was also in my Pan Those eyeshadows. This is my Jeffree Star Controversy palette, Mini Controversy. And I worked on the shade My Boyfriend's Purse, and this has pan. So that was also my Pan Those eyeshadows. Then I have my Lilo Cosmetics 1-Up palette. And through Pan Those eyeshadows, I hit pan in the shade Split Screen. That's a tiny pan, but that's pan. Then two eyeshadows from my Beauty Bay Love Notes palette. I hit pan in the shade Cotton. Wow, I don't know what that was. I worked on this on my own. This was like my next beigey eyeshadow that I was working on. And then I also hit pan in Chandelier, which is next to it, if you can tell. And that was in my Pan Those eyeshadows. Then we're back at my Cocoa Blend. I hit pan in the shade sweeter end. And this wasn't in any project, but I was pairing it with an eyeshadow that was in a project, and through that I managed to hit pan. Back to the ABH Nervina. I hit pan in the shade Celestial, which is the purple. And this was in my Pan Those eyeshadows. Back again at the Zoeva Cocoa Blend. I hit pan in Subtle Blend, which is this darker brown. And that was in my Pan Those eyeshadows. And then the last pan of 2022 was in my Nabla Single in the shade Circle. And that is also a teeny tiny pan, but there definitely is a pan. And this was also in my Pan Those eyeshadows. So those are all the pans I hit in the last quarter of 2022. I've counted them. There were 17 pans, and I've put them all in my spreadsheet. Last year, so 2022, I hit 74 pans, which is insane, if you ask me. That's a lot. I was doing a lot of eyeshadow projects. I'm doing less now because I find it a little bit overwhelming, but you know, I might do more. And like I said, I was working on the basic beige eyeshadows to set my base, and every time I hit pan I moved on to another one, and I had quite a few of those, so those are easy pans to hit. I don't have a lot of them left without pan, so I'm thinking this year I'm probably not going to hit as many pans. At the end of 2022 I had a total of 93 pans in my collection. I had a total of about 500 eyeshadows, I want to say, at the very end. I did a declutter. If you haven't seen that already, I will link it for you. I decluttered a lot of eyeshadows. So right now I have a total of 452 eyeshadows in my collection, and I have pan in 74. No, I have pan in 71. So I did declutter quite a few eyeshadows that also have pan, which is why last year I had 93 eyeshadows with pan, and now I only have 71. But that's okay. I'm still working on Pan Those eyeshadows. I'm doing Project Beauty Chest. I'm doing the Lord of the Rings project pan, and I just have a lot of eyeshadows, so most of the time I work on eyeshadows in those projects. I'm thinking about doing Beauty A to Z, but that had to come from far. But I'm not sure yet, and that would also be all eyeshadows. I'm doing Project Level Up, and I'm also doing Pan That Palette. So there's a lot of things going on my channel. Anyway, if you would like to see any of those videos, please go check them out. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!